we are here. And we have weekly testing to do. Although I'm not really sure how much testing there is that needs to be done. But we'll go through what's here and see what we have. It's only Greg Tech today. Let's see. So this is 6/7/12 update. Note, just found out that extra utilities lags the shit out of NEI's secondary thread. So if NEI isn't reacting fast enough to your clicks, that might be the cause. There's a dev note. The random code.jar updated to include bubble stuff. And seeing how I'm not a dev, neither are most of us. That doesn't matter. He did compatibility, lots of material, data for between land stuff. Okay, compat. The between lands, lots of material, data for its stuff has been added. Stop running two lines together, dumbass. Hyloranus. Its special bedrock is now recognized by GT6 stuff, such as World Gen or the bedrock drill. I didn't know it actually had special bedrock. Which Greg said something about you being able to make a bedrock hammer. I'm guessing that was a oops thing before this. This is the special bedrock it apparently has. There you go, you can make a bedrock club. Not really sure how you're going to get bedrock to make a club, but apparently it is possible. But mainly that is for the bedrock drill, I'm guessing. I'm sure you're not actually going to be ever making one of those clubs. Let's see. Compat the spade now has an actual list of blocks it can silk harvest. I added Botania grass and betweensland grass to this list too. So he's talking about the square spade that does silk touch, because there's technically two spades. This one here. So there's a specific list in the mod. It doesn't give it to us, but he's made a specific list for it. Yes, Nat, I've got to remember to talk to Greg about that and check on it while I'm here. I'll try not to forget. Let's see. Fixed. Machines that can produce a recipe more than once did not properly check if the output would actually fit in the slot, resulting in stacks with the size of, for example, 128. If the output slot was entirely empty beforehand, and you know what stacks of size 111 or higher can do an NEI installed. Yeah, that would actually be a problem, because anything over a 111 is an infinite stack. So he's talking about the ones that had the multiplier put on them if they have a engine. Shiny KU machines. Apparently we're putting out too high a stack. And that was fixed. I'm sure they still do the same they were doing before. Because you got 4 times, 8 times, 16 time, and 32. Which for if you're running it in normal mode, even the 32 would only give you a stack. But if you do Greg's multiplier, where it gives you in the config, there's an actual multiplier where you can set it to give you more than 2. And actually, I guess redstone might actually be one that would cause it even with the 32, wouldn't it? Redstone give you 4 or 10. I can never remember. Redstone. It gives you 8. So yeah, that would give you over a stack. Normal ones would only give you a stack. Redstone, lapis, things like that. They give you more. So good thing he caught that, because it's been a while before I figured that one out. Now let's see. It's been a long while because I don't think I've ever made a crusher that high. I might actually have to see if I can figure out how to get to the between lands today. Unless Greg has actually tested that to make sure it works. And that is that the most GT6 food and fluid potions now spoil or rot inside the between lands, like vanilla food does. So you can't exploit taking GT6 food because they have their own food system. You're supposed to eat stuff in there. Let's see. Bedrock veins can now spawn properly in a tomb, the deep dark, and the between lands. So, is it just the between lands and in the between lands, the deep dark, and a tomb? Is that just bedrock veins, or do those dimensions have Greg Tech ores ore spawn in them, or are they still vanilla like, or whatever the mod does? Okay. Let's see. See what Greg has to say about that one. GT6 rings are now wearable if you have baubles, which I should have thrown baubles in here. I forgot all about this part of the update thing. You can actually take these rings and put them on, but they do absolutely fuck all. They do nothing. He just did it to make sure that he could work with the baubles API properly. So it doesn't do you any good, but you can do it. So that way you can bling out your hand, I guess. Wear a bunch of gold rings on your fingers, platinum rings on your fingers. Now Greg needs to make us one of those ring plates. This is pimp or whatever the fuck else morons put on them things. I think there's a female wrestler that has boss on hers or some shit. Weird fuckers. Currently nothing generates in a tomb or the Betweenlands. Okay. So bedrock veins can spawn there, but there's no actual veins there. Okay. It'd be awesome if they did, because that would give us another place that we can go for mining. Alright, Craig's got to go grab his lunch. He'll be back, so I got to remember to not ask him any questions until he gets back, because he'll be watching in 2x when he gets back. Let's see. The World Genable Nexus building now has a raw attuned portal in it. And then the last thing is he added 100 more sub-IDs for wood types that are usable in bookshelves, because I kind of ran out of the 100 I had before. The dry, mossy, rotten, and frozen planks can now be used as shelves and panels, for example. Same goes for attuned palm planks and several other planks from the Betweenlands and Erebus. So that's the actual changelog that we have for this week. And like I said, I don't really know if there's anything in that I actually need to test. And so I have something else that needs to be tested, though. I need to make a bath real quick. This is something that Net found. Let me look this up real quick. Chlorine is supposed to take any kind of wool and make it white. And I thought it'll also do it for stained glass carpets and clay. I do believe clay is in here as well. I thought it did clay. I didn't found any yet. Maybe it doesn't do clay. Maybe it's just wool carpet. But I thought it did pipes. I swore it did pipes. And Net said it wasn't doing it. So I'm going to make a bath real quick and see what we get. Okay. Those for rods. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's germanium. Let's just do those for the long rods and that for the item casing. These need to be over here. Alright, so this and these. And where did I put my wrench at? I actually went mining last night, so I dropped all my inventory off. So I gotta figure out where everything is. This one I need to take out. Let me find the item casing one. Here, ingot plate. Item casing. There we go. let's see. This one says no redstone, and this one says redstone. All right. I actually want to set both of these to auto input off, just to make sure. And now I need to get my lighter. That one is in this box. While I'm here, with my lighter in hand, I need to light these up. I do believe everything else, the gas one, I can run. Which I need to get my hydrogen ran up here, so I can start burning it off as well. Because I'm getting a lot of hydrogen down there. Let's see. Let's go ahead and turn on one of the dryers down there. There we go. And there we go. Get this heated up. Get this bath made. We'll try this out. I'm actually going to have to paint a pipe or something. Which, let's see, I have a bottle of flour dye, but I don't have any actual paint. I think I can just dye stuff though. Am I out of creosote? No. Why did this go off? Or am I really low on creosote and it ran down? Ah, yeah. It is going down. Alright, let's go. I thought I turned these on yesterday. Let's go check. Because I had let my boiler run. That runs off of creosote. Oh yeah, it's empty. Well, let's get them turned back on. Guessing you're empty as well. We're okay up there. How are we doing on wood? Yeah, we're a little low. Just gonna look and see. It looks like everything's running. Yeah, it's a little low on dirt and fertilizer. I heard something behind me. There you go, twit. So that's probably why it's out, is because it actually had ran out of dirt, or ran out of wood. So I might have to pipe this back up for something else for the moment. I need to switch it over anyways, since I burn all all my creosote in this one boiler for this electrolyzer. I need to switch these over to something else for burning, which will probably be diesel. So let that burn for a second. Oh, fertilizer. Let's see, this is just that stuff, so I need some more ash to put in there with it. Just get 32 for right now. I don't need 32 blocks, but okay, look here. Just give me that and that. Now this. Come on. Mix it on up. There we go. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Wait a minute. Why does it give me... I didn't even know I could do that. Let's do this again. Those in there. Eat up every bit of my hunger. There we go. So now we got some extra there. Could use for that potassium bisulfite stuff. And we'll go grab some dirt and stick it in there. Have us a delightful meal. Man, do we use a lot of dirt in this farm. I went last night and found the new world gen that's that direction. Trying to find some oil shale so I can set that up here to process and give me some oil. I was actually hoping that I would just find an oil spot, one of Greg's oil things, but haven't gotten that lucky yet. Alright, top that off. I need to put something on here. Put a hopper on the input. That way I can put a lot of fertilizer in at one time. I haven't done so yet. And then I actually need to make a pipe that'll pipe it up there to it, so I ain't got to go up there. So I know where the hell it is. But again, I need stuff to make pipes. I've got to get a lot of zinc processed, because I definitely wouldn't need anything better than zinc pipes for that. Alright. Hopefully, this has got enough made up now that it'll run. Let's see. Yeah, it's actually staying up now, so hopefully it'll be enough. We'll get this done. It's only got 3 units in there, so it won't take too awful much heat to get it done. Still going on? Yeah, it's still staying steady. Good. And 2 item casings and 2 long rods. And See, I do believe I actually have. Yeah, I've actually got some light dye back here. Just trying to think if I have a. That is a bathing pot. I wonder how much is in there. Trying to babysit this and think that at the same time. Let's see. Okay, you're done. So, one. There's one. Turn that off. I don't have my hot suit on, so I'm going to let them cool a little bit before I grab them. Let them fall out on their own. Alright, so let's see how much we actually have here. We got 288 liters of water mixed white dye. So let's see if that will dye up a pipe. Here's a bronze fluid pipe. And I swear Greg said he had added this a long time ago. So there is a white pipe. Now watch, he's going to tell me that he never did. And I'm doing this for no reason when he gets back. I swore he hadn't done it. Alright, so let's make some casing, item casing. There we go. So we have a bath, which we are going to take downstairs, and let's see, this one here is chlorine. So we're going to get my wrench out of the damn box. And I'm just going to put this right here. There we go. Chlorine. And Greg's back 15 minutes behind. Put that in there. It processes. Which it looks like it's going to take forever. It did take chlorine to do it. So let's see if it actually works. And it gives me out a white pipe. So yeah, that's kind of broke. So hopefully Greg can get that fixed. Because I would expect that if it's not going to do it, it just wouldn't do it. Not that it would take the stuff to do it and then give you back one that is still the same color. I'm trying to see if I've got any wool down here. I guess I could stain some glass. Let's see. Glass. Let's see how much it takes to actually do this. I don't think I've ever actually done this in Greg Tech. So, chemical X crap. And you get pink stained glass. So, Oh, it only takes a little bit. Alright, so let's see if we can do this. There we go. I have 8 white stained glass. Let's go see if this one works properly. Yeah, that works properly. That was actually a lot quicker too. But it actually worked. So, the glass works. For some reason the pipe didn't. Okay, so there's my 8. I don't know why I redyed them, because I don't know where the hell I'm going to put them, but we'll figure out somewhere to put them eventually. You know what? I need to go find something to whack with this thing. I'm sure I've got slimes down here that can get whacked so I can break this thing. Waiting on Greg to catch up and... Really? There are no slimes down here? One time I want there to be slimes down here, and there's none down here. Frickin' figures. I'm sure there's plenty down there in that hole. But I ain't jumping down there. We've got a frickin' mob farm down there. I'm amazed anything can spawn anywhere else with all the mobs I got down that hole. The mob ought to just throw this damn thing in there. The in-bar? Yeah, it's in-bar. Hey, Ray. Yeah, I ain't jumping down that hole. There ain't no way. I'm crazy, but I ain't dumb. I know what that hole is. It's a whole lot of mess is what that hole is. I'm here for testing Greg Tech, not testing my luck. I wonder, though, how close I can get to them without actually jumping down there. Oh, shit. How about you go right there? Aha. Come here, buddy. Ah. Close enough for me to do that. That's all I actually needed to do. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. You too. I was trying to... Hey, I'm trying to look at something. Alright, damn it. Hold on. Here. Fuckers gotta get up here and get in the way. Get up here. You too, come on. You know you wanna. So get your dumbass on up here. Hi guys, how are you? Would you care to die as well? Thank you. Damn, that is a lot of obsidian right there. Must be a whole freaking... Hey, that's a diamond ore right there. That's what I was actually coming down here to look at. Because I thought I had seen that out of the corner of my eye when I broke that lava. So apparently, I have a diamond vein right here. Yeah, there's graphite. And there's more lava that's going to pour in. Don't jump in the lava, dumbass. Alright. So I actually had a diamond vein down there I didn't know about. Alright, so I broke that damn thing. Still waiting on Greg to get caught up here. Let's see what he says about that pipe thing. That in there. Check my boilers real quick. Everything's running. I think I ran myself completely out of power. I'm alright now. Got a little bit in there. So I was trying to charge my drill last night. And it wasn't charging. So I can go do some more mining. I'm trying to find rock salt and oil shale. I actually used one of my MV batteries to make my drill, so I only have one in there now. I'm going to end up having to make another one, which isn't a big deal because I'd made, I think, 12 buells that I just cut up the other day. So I can make, yeah, I've got 40 silicon plates right now, plus 16 of the tinies I'd already cut up. A whole bunch of basic parts that I made. So I'm good on that. I'm actually thinking about going and making a EV power box as well. I also set this up so I can start doing the CO2 gas. Right now I'm just using this drum to transport it from here over to here. But unless Greg says there's anything that actually needs to be tested in this update that I haven't done, I do believe I'm going to go ahead and just work on piping that over. Unless Greg says I need to go in the between lands and check shit out there for the update. There's not a whole lot else I've seen that might need to be tested. I need to make a couple of those, trying to think of what they're called right now. They used to be circuits. This thing. Selector tag. I need to make a couple of these. So I need 4 small iron gears and 3 rods. So let's go ahead and work on that. We'll wait down Greg. Because I've actually been using like one that I take around to different places. Let's see. Bolt stick plate. Where in the hell is my small gear? Is it over here on the ground? Yes, it is. Aha. Alright, so there's that one. And there's that one. And they both should be set to off automatically. They were. Let's throw that in there and turn that on. Let's see. Probably make 12 gears and rest rods. And that should come pretty close to giving me enough to make 3 of these. He's checking the chlorine stuff right now. And now Junior's got to deal with his phone again. Why do you keep leaving it way over there? Moron. As soon as this stuff changes color, or goes molten actually, I will pop that out. Put out the fire. Actually, let's change over to my suit for this one, since I have an awful lot to get out of here. While I'm waiting on that to get done, show you guys I actually got my wire mill hooked up here and my cluster mill, so both of those are working. So now I can make all my foils and all my wires. I won't have to use the extruder anymore for wires. No more throwing the machine around somewhere stupid. It's awful nice having those set up. Next, I want to get the buzzsaw back there. Because getting the buzzsaw back there is not only going to make it to where I can use it when I need it, and I can stop messing around with having boilers switched around, but it'll also make it so that long ass freaking stupid pipe right there ain't gonna be needed, because I can just go from there to there instead of all the freaking way over here, which is quite annoying. I really need to upgrade this. Well, I'm not supposed to be using this one. This is supposed to be for automatic steel making. I need to get this one back to where I can use it, which I technically can. It's just a pain in the ass with this big contraption I made. So I always end up doing this and using my steel maker, and then upgrade this one to chromium like this one is. And I actually need to take this one, put it over there, and make this one a dense chromium. Or something else. I'm not sure if I'm going to use chromium or not. But because this one is for doing tungsten, it takes forever to get done. While this gets going, let's turn my camera here so I can actually see that. I want to look up diesel. Let's see, diesel. Really? I thought diesel was used to make. Where's the nitro? I thought that's what we used for that. Oh, it's called nitro fuel now instead of nitro diesel. So we got to make glycerol and mix it with fuel to make nitro fuel. Okay. So fuel actually burns at 384 and nitro diesel burns at 576. Okay, so glycerol is a little bit of a pain. Sulfuric acid, nitric acid, and glycerol. I'm still not sure why we have two glycerols. That's glycerol, and this is glycerol. That's really annoying. And that's not actually the annoying part. This is the annoying part, if I remember. Biomass. Okay, this is done. Let's get this shut off. So I was doing 12 of these. 11, 12. Then we're doing the rest as rods. Which I need nitric acid for that. Which I need to get done anyways. Alright, so there's that. And then that. That goes there. And I need one freaking rod. I apparently don't have. Hold on, I'm on mute a second. Alright. One more rod so I can get that done. The mucus Junior's gonna talk to the damn dog. She's gonna start barking and bitching. So I forgot to remind him to throw her ass outside to go to the bathroom before I started. And for some reason he can't remember she's gonna have to pee every day as soon as I start streaming. The annoying part is broken values, numbers, if... What the fuck? I don't even know what that word is, dude. If stroke is important, it's better to scale them up by cells, one cell. Uh-huh. Whatever the hell you just said, dude. Whatever the hell Pastel's talking about. It's above my fucking education level. Not that that's hard to do, but... Alright, so there. That'll make my third one. And I broke my wrench. Knew it was going to happen. It was getting close. So there we go. I will end up making a tungsten carbide for that one as well. At some point. But now I can put that in here. And that'll start running. Why are you actually not running? You've got a battery. Why are you not running? Oh, wait a minute. I know why you're not running. I only gave you one battery. And this is a 42 recipe. You need 2 batteries. I need to make batteries bad. There you go. Now you're gonna run. And actually, give me that back for a second. I need to go get a chest, which I do believe I made up a bunch of them the other day. There we go. Alright, so there we go. We have that all taken care of. Now I've got a way of getting rid of my carbon dioxide, which is awesome. Now I just need to get the oxygen piped up and going down to the tank. And when I finally get the aluminum over here, I still need to get this over here, I'll pipe it in as well. I think I'm going to do some repiping, actually. If we come back here, need to go the other way. Let's go up here. See, I got a lot of pipes up here. I think I'm going to put in one main pipe and use fluid filters and have one pipe that drops off most of the stuff. Especially for oxygen, I have a lot of oxygen coming from a lot of different places. So I think I'm going to put in one main pipe. I just need to get the other pipes out so I can do that and make it look a little bit nicer up there. Hello, go up. Thank you. Later, Linus. Let's go see how much room I need to get down there to drop this off. And I should make a filter. I need to make a different pipe for this as well. Which, that 4.587, I do believe, I don't think there's any more in that pipe. I think that's from where I burn up that one pipe when I first set this up. So I think I'm going to wrench that bath out of there. Let's switch back over here. That way I don't have that amount sitting there all the time. You should get the exact amount out that you need to make the titanium. CO2, CO2, CO2. Yeah. So, hand me that. I have nothing in there. So, let's wrench that out. And that'll just get rid of that excess that is in there that it didn't need and couldn't use for my screw up. So right now, I'll put that back up there, and that'll get the rest of that CO2 out of there. And that's going to be the primary use of this one, is just getting rid of CO2. I'm probably going to make another one back there. I was considering putting my aluminum processing right here, but I've actually changed my mind because I know there's a lot of different machines I need to make it. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to break out behind here, and I'm going to use the back side of these transformers for putting the aluminum processing back there. Because I do believe once I get that set up properly the way I want it, I'm going to need almost all 6 of them. Because I want to set up to make the 2 fluids that have to go in there. What did I come over here for? Come over here for something. And now I'm forgetting what the hell it was I came over here for. No idea. Let's go ahead and see how many pipes I'm going to need to get this over to where the oxygen needs to go. Should be able to come right through here. And run into it somewhat close. Alright, so which tank are you? That's the oxygen tank. Alright, so I can come down and go right there. Alright, so we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. Be the floor, 22. Alright, so 22 pipes will get me where I need to go. Hi, Junior. How you doing? I need to get him a better place. And I should be able to use small bronze pipes for that. It's not going to be doing very much. So let's just make 32. I just broke the rubber boots I was wearing. I found them in a box. I figured, what the hell? Let's break them. It's tiny. It's normal. There we go. Just throw that in there. What do you have in your box of goodness here? Looks like that's going up. 10, 10, 10. Okay, you got charcoal in there. That'll work. I actually had some already done, so. There we go. And how much more you got to do? I don't actually want to leave this run. Let's go ahead and set it to shut off here in a minute. Come back down here and bug Junior. Howdy, Junior. How's it going? Junior, get your big head out of the way. Alright. So we're going to go here. here. And I'm going to fill this floor back in. Don't need it open. And this will be nice for getting me more oxygen because I need more oxygen for roasting. So I definitely didn't want to waste this shit, but it was getting really annoying having it everywhere. Yeah, I knew I clicked that wrong. Alright. Let's actually get out of here. Do this way. There we go. That's all taken care of. So now the oxygen will go out. As I said, that pipe is plenty big enough. I could have used tinies. There's another thing that I want to get set up sometime probably this week, because I do believe I've actually filled my chlorine tank down there. And like I said, I need all the water I can get, or all the oxygen I can get. There is a mixing recipe, I don't know what that is, where I can mix chlorine and water and get hydrochloric acid and oxygen. So I want to do this because as of right now, I am doing rock salt and sulfuric acid for all of my hydrochloric acid right here. So I think I'm going to actually take the sulfuric acid out of here, use this just for the hydrogen processing to get the tungsten, and use the chlorine with water since I have so much of it now. I may leave the sulfuric acid in there just in case I need to, but I think as much a running of salt in here as I do, I shouldn't really need it. But with making rock salt, or making, with making titanium, there's always a good chance that I might run out. Because I remember on GT6 main, I was actually running out of chlorine a lot. Let's get them on here. So I have them. And let's see here. I want to change that pipe out so it'll run both through there. So I want to make a nanopore pipe for that. Let's see here. Is that all the curved stainless I have left? It looks like it. I might actually have to make some stainless again soon. Looks like I'm actually getting low on stainless. Let me look at this real quick and see, because I need to come over to here which is, let's see, right here. So technically, I only need to change out this pipe, that pipe. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So, Greg, is there anything I actually need to test today that I didn't see? 4 times 9, that'd be 36. There we go. Take that out. That in. I should be able to get rid of that. Just get the small pipe in there. In other words, do I need to go to the between lands? Not really today, but get your between lands portal ready for next week finally. Okay. Well then, I will get my butt to the between lands in. Let that thing run for a little bit. I'm gonna have to find a swamp because I know to get there, you gotta find a swamp, and none of these areas that I have are gonna work. It seems like there's a lot of swamp area right over here, and I'm not sure what is here. So I might go for a walk over in this direction. I do believe that Courtney is back somewhere over here where I found the frogs in that swamp. So I might actually just go this direction and see what I can find over there. No, QWERTY hasn't gotten on, so no, we have not deleted chunks. I wanted him to be able to get on and get his area chunk loaded before I did it, and I haven't heard from him that he's done so, and so no, I have not done that. As much as I want to, it has not been done yet. Because I most definitely will not delete somebody's base. I know he's busy with work and stuff like that right now, so I'm not going to rush him. So the chlorine thing should be fixed in the release. Alright. That's cool. Are you releasing today? Let's put this in here. Switch this up for this one. And give me these. Where is my screwdriver? Goes there. Hammer. And just turn this back off. I'm going to go ahead and just make all these into covers. I need them most of the time anyway, so I might as well. I'm going to break my wrench in about a minute. Alright, so cover, zinc foil, gives me my fluid filters, and this will be enough for that. And let's go ahead and shut this one off. Graphite ore will work. Yeah, probably today after stream. Okay. Pop these out of here. Well, after I get this switched over, I will probably go ahead and end it. And when you release, I will update, come in and try that again, make sure everything is working fine, and then go out hunting for the between lands thing that I need. That way I'm not doing it all in one testing thing here, there, and there. And then that one goes on that side. This one goes on this side. This should now be empty. Is there any left in there? There is. So let's go grab my nozzle. This fucking nozzle thing is amazing. Where the fuck did I put my nozzle thing? I still can't believe I forgot the thing existed. I love this thing. That is something that I wanted to bring up though, Greg. I'm glad I seen that where I did. Alright, so that goes there. So now that is set to carbon dioxide. And I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pipes to do that. So I need 5 more then. What the hell was it I wanted to tell you? Damn it. I hate when I do that. There's something I especially wanted to tell you. Now I can't remember. Shit. Give me a second, I'll think of it, I'm sure. Oh, the canning machine. That damn thing is annoying the shit out of me. How many uses do I have on this thing? 28? Alright, so I can't show you right now. But I can come and try to explain it. The reason why the nozzle was on here was because unless I pipe the butane in here or use a drum to put it in here, if I use those cell things and put them in, it puts the fluid over here instead of over here in the input. It puts them in the output, which I understand that, but there's no way of getting it into the input. So every time I want to fill my lighter, I have to put the cell in, extract the stuff out of it, into a drum, and then put the drum on top, and then put it in here. So it's kind of annoying, but I don't really think there's anything to do to change it. I just wanted to point out that it's annoying. There we go. Oh yeah, that's definitely annoying. And if I actually just, yeah, it definitely wasn't like that in GT5. But in GT5, you actually only had one tank. The canning machine did not have an input tank and an output tank. It had a fluid tank. So when you put something in, it would add it to it. When you put something out, it would take from it. There was not two separate tanks. And I think that is why. Because I can remember in the GT5, you only had one of these, and it was over here on this side. This side did not have a tank. And I don't know if it would make it, if it's possible. Could you, like where the symbol is, could you just put a button there that would internally switch the output tank to the input, or input to the output, vice versa, whichever? Because there was some things in GT5 where you would want something in the output tank and it would end up going into something else. I think I had problems with that with sulfur batteries, which isn't a problem here. Sulfuric acid batteries. Stop your dumb ideas. I know already how to fix it. Greg, you know I'm good with dumb ideas. If you ever need one, you know where to go. I can hook you up. When it comes to dumb ideas, I've got tons. Let's just use later. And I actually need to stop that and that. That way the titanium tetrachloride will sit right here in this pipe. Apparently I didn't connect the pipe properly. So this is not going up. Alright, so they're both going in there now. And this should be empty. So let's open this. Put that there. And that's got that in there, which is exactly what I want. And this pipe is empty. Let's take that out of there for just a sec. Smack that all on the floor. And now we should have titanium tetrachloride. Put it down there. And there we go. And you have gotten full. Hey. Oh, you don't have enough of that. Okay. So that's the next thing I gotta do is get this thing to put the, I might put a tank up here, something, to hold the calcite somehow. Haven't decided yet what I'm going to do about that. Let's see, marble. Aha. How you doing? Let's get this over here. That goes in this one. Kick the tires, light the fires, bitches. That'll get my calcite in there. So I can run some more of that. Oh. There we go. I need to get some more magnesium dealt with. Which I think is what this other electrolyzer I'm going to put in here, I'm going to use for, is actually the molten magnesium chloride, lithium chloride, stuff like that, which needs a 42 GU a tick. I think I'm going to put that one right here, and that'll deal with that stuff. That way I can get my magnesium back out of here. Magnesium isn't really that big a deal, because I have a magnesite vein right there that I need to get dug out. Now that I have my badass drill, mining it out won't take but a little bit of time. Which there is something that is really annoying with this drill. It almost makes me feel like I'm in creative. I think it's because it's too fast for the animation. But check this out. When you go to mine something, it looks like that. But watch if I just run it. The animation never changes. That is very annoying. Makes me feel like I'm in creative. And the magnet thing, which I absolutely love the magnet thing, it actually makes it worse. Because you're not seeing the blocks fall on the ground. I think that is where it bugged me so much, was yesterday when I was doing this. It was like, I feel... Why did I have... Oh, I never took that out of there. Why the fuck is there that in there? What exactly did you do to make that effect never happen? What do you mean, what I do to never make that effect happen? You mean, why did I not notice it before that it did that? I actually didn't. It's always done that. Won't fill, will fill. So, is this stuff actually lighter? Yeah, I know, you're talking about the drill. How did I ever get it to not do that? I don't know. I have no idea. I swear at some point it actually did it on one of the packs, but on this one it definitely is. Okay, so that's just got way too much. I'm actually going to have to turn this off in a second. I actually don't think I ever did get it to not do it. I think I'm just noticing it now because of the magnet thing. The last time I used this drill was on main, and when I used it on main, I didn't have the magnet thing. Maybe that drill is just too fast on stone to play the animation 100%. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because it is super fast. So I just think that it's that the animation can't keep up. But see, if I hold the button down, I'm holding it down right now, it never redoes the animation. So it's not completely that it's going too fast. It's like it's not resetting the animation unless I take my finger off the button. See, if I take my finger off the button, because right now I'm just double clicking, or multi-clicking actually, as fast as I can, and it does the animation. But if I just hold down the button, it just does this. So it might be something you can actually fix, but I'm not sure. Alright, so let's get rid of some of this stuff. Let's see. Pop these out of here. Okay. Junior had to ask me something real quick, so I had to mute for a second. But yeah. Alright. So yeah, I've got that done. Everything's working fine with it. So I'm going to go ahead and end here. I need to get some magnesium to run through there to get the rest of that out of there. This is running the CO2 just fine for me. Like I said, after Greg does the release, I will be back, check out that the chlorine thing is working fine. Junior's fucking phone today, good God. This thing will not stop. Oh, now it's mine?
Hello?
Yeah, just hang up. That's that stupid thing. You need to block that number. I'm getting really tired of that one. Stupid thing just doesn't do anything. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I'm going to start working on clearing this out to get me some more magnesium to get processed. And as soon as Greg says the release is out, I will update again, check that out, and we will go look for a swamp for the Betweenlands. So, if you guys are interested in seeing that, I'll be back with that in a little bit. As long as nothing weird happens, you know, IRL here. So, have a good one, guys. And hopefully I'll see you in a little bit. Unless Garrett gets delayed with fixing the canning machine. See ya.